news. So Nigerian State Foreign Minister Bianca Ojukwu is currently in Ghana. She went further to address the just concluded protest in Ghana, the Nigeria must go. She was seen with the Foreign Affairs Minister of Ghana. She made it clear that Ghanaians are known for their hospitality. She didn't stop there. She went further to tell Ghanaians that if there's anything that should cause problem between Nigerians and Ghanaians, it should be strictly jollof battle. We all know that Ghana jollof is better than Nigerian jollof. I'm going to let you guys watch everything this beautiful Nigerian well-respected lady said, and the moment she went further to also address Nigerians that they should tone it down a bit, because take it or leave it, we still believe in Pan-Africanism, we still believe in Africa, and you should not hurt your brother. Let's watch this video and let me know what you think in the comment section.
More news tonight. Following a recent demonstration by some Ghanaians calling for the deportation of Nigerian nationals from Ghana, both countries have condemned the act, indicating it could mar the relationship between the two countries. The Nigerian government has since sent a fact-finding delegation to ascertain the truth behind the reports, which have become topical in Nigeria while catching the attention of the Nigerian president.
Ghanaians are known for their brand of hospitality that is incomparable, outside Nigeria, of course. And of course, everybody knows, as I'm sure Honorable Minister has indicated, that we don't fight battles. The only battles we fight, as he also said, is the battle of the jollof. That is the appetite that we have.
And everybody
the jollof
knows
was,
the Ghanaian jollof.
and everybody knows that Nigerian jollof is the best. So yes, we will continue to pursue ways and means of ensuring that this sad incident stays in the past.
It is also important to emphasize that we have agreed that we will deepen our community-to-community engagements. We are conscious of our history, that even though we have a historical background with a lot of our ethnic groups having the same heritage and antecedents. You do know, for example, that the Ewe people migrated together with Nigerians, sojourned in Ile-Ife, and continued to the Gold Coast. The Gans have a similar story. So we have very interesting anthropological antecedents, which shows that we are one people. But regardless of that, there have been times in our history where we have had skirmishes. You remember the Aliens Compliance Order. We saw a number of so-called foreigners being removed from Ghana. And then you also recall Ghana Must Go in 1983, where over 1 million Ghanaians were forced out of Nigeria. So we are conscious of that history, which should guide all of us, that if these things are not managed well, it could take us back to certain dark occurrences in our history. That is why we have been demonstrating a lot of maturity and asking that we douse the flames, we show compassion, we should remember that we are one people. Let's always remember that Ghana, as the headquarters of Pan-Africanism, what Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the founder of our country, taught us, is that we should ignore artificial boundaries. We are one people. And let us always remember that there is a bigger goal, a bigger Pan-African agenda, where we want to form an all-united states of Africa.
Like I said before, I came and I saw with my own two eyes that there were not tires burning on the streets and people with placards everywhere urging Nigerians to be deported. And you know, it speaks to how the government of President John Mahama was able to rise to the occasion. President Mahama and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are like brothers. Of course, Nigerians were in a very festive mood during the inauguration ceremony of President Mahama. Our president was here and for the occasion, and he gave a very, very impassioned speech, which speaks to the special bond that exists between these two gentlemen, and by extension, the bonds that exist between Ghanaians and Nigerians. So the message, in short, would be that there is no cause for alarm. The situation is being handled quite effectively. We will continue with our stakeholder engagement. We have met some of the dramatist personnel, the people who are in the melt of this crisis. We will continue to meet people, stakeholders across all segments to ensure that the ways and means to continue to douse tensions, to continue to ensure that this is not a situation that repeats itself.
The former PDP presidential aspirant and publisher of Ovation magazine who has lived in Ghana for nearly 30 years. He returned to Nigeria just yesterday from Ghana, and he joins me now on the line from Lagos. Basharu, great to see you as always. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. I mean, how hot are things for Nigerians at the moment in Ghana? Is there a sense of growing hostility towards Nigerians there?
For now, I would say it's a bit exaggerated. You won't believe it. I've been in Ghana since Sunday morning, and I was not even aware that any such thing was happening in town until people started forwarding me the video that went viral. Yeah, these things happen every now and then, not just in Ghana, all over the world, especially in some parts of Africa, like South Africa, where there is this xenophobia about, Nigerians are dominating our economy. Nigerians are taking over our wives and our women. Nigerians are doing this and that. So that's to be expected. Nigeria is like the America of Africa. We're big. We are very flamboyant. Without sounding modest, Nigerians are among the richest people in the world. Forget about the poverty that we have around us. So it will happen every now and then. But I don't think it's as bad as it's been portrayed on social media. I've had the opportunity of speaking to the Nigerian side and the Ghanaian side. And this particular instance has to do with a Nigerian gentleman who said he wanted to establish his own kingdom on Ghanaian soil. And they said, no, Umba, we're not going to agree. You can't do it. He said he wants to celebrate the New Yam Festival. And they said, no, there is tension. We don't want you to do it. And they said, according to the Ghanaian side, he's insisting we do it. But what I learned as a young man is that when you are in Rome, you have to behave like Romans. I have lived in Ghana now for about 3 decades, and I have lived my life as quietly as possible, and I've not had any major issue. There have been skirmishes between Nigerian traders and Ghanaian traders. Nigerians, we will go to the depths of the Atlantic Ocean to look for good business, especially my brothers from the Southeast. I always say that they are amongst the most audacious human beings on earth. They work so hard, and so it's very easy for them to get into trouble, and people will say, oh, they are too aggressive, they are taking away our jobs. But it's good to compete. And I'm hoping that the thing will subside. Before I left Ghana yesterday, I was told that one of our foreign ministers, Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu, will be coming into Ghana, I think, today. So by now, I believe she will be there, and she will be meeting with the Ghanaian authorities. Fortunately, we have leaders in Ghana who know Nigeria very well. The current president, John Dramani Mahama, lived partly in exile in Nigeria when his father fled Ghana after the coup that toppled the Osage for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. He has a half-sister, Madam Sherifat from Ofa in Kwara State. So he knows Nigeria very well. He has a wealth of friends. They will settle. They will definitely settle.
Right.
But we also need to keep our guys to calm down a bit, because when you are in someone else's country, you have to learn how to respect their culture.
Right. Well, I mean, you have a point there, and thank you for laying it out the way that you did. I mean, you've allayed some of our fears there, but I have to ask you, though, Basharu, are Nigerians actually doing the things they're accused of doing? I mean, armed robbery, kidnappings, mass prostitution, ritual killings, etc.
Look, Brother Charles, everywhere in the world, people do things. Everything that they accuse Nigerians of doing, of course, they have collaborators who are locals. So it's not as widespread, but it's always been very fashionable everywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, that wherever a crime is committed, a Nigerian name must surface somewhere. It is not always true. Yes, there are pockets of cases, but nothing that substantial. Ghana is a very peaceful country, and it is very difficult for you to commit large-scale crime without being caught. The security is very tight. Ghanaian families are close-knit, and so, but of course, that's one of the reasons they don't want.
Oh dear. It looks like we lost the...
Africa has a really dark history, one that has been shaped by, international bodies and colonialism and slavery. A very dark history that has kept Africa in darkness, one that has put themselves against themselves by themselves. And so let's apply common sense to this whole Nigeria must go, Ghana must go, and everything. First of all, racism against your own race is xenophobia. We've seen it happen in South Africa. We've seen it happen
It's now happening in Nigeria. It has happened across Africa. And there are several reasons for that. But in the course of applying common sense, let us note some things. Number one, criminals there everywhere. We have criminals in Nigeria, we have who are Nigerians. We have criminals in Ghana who are Ghanaians. We have criminals in South Africa who are South Africans. We have criminals in Cameroon who are Cameroonians. We have criminals in Ivory Coast. We have criminals in Burkina Faso. We have criminals in Niger. We have criminals everywhere in Africa. We have criminals in America who are Americans. We have criminals in India who are Indians. We have criminals in Pakistan who are Pakistanians. We have criminals in Saudi Arabia who are Arabians. We have criminals in Dubai who are from the United Emirates. Is that clear now? Everywhere good and bad must exist. Everywhere people will make decisions and choices based on how they want to achieve their selfish interests. I don't know if you understand me. And some people, in the course of achieving their interests, can either take wrong paths or paths that are negative to society, or take paths that are acceptable by society. I hope we are getting it now. Now, let me tell you guys something. You see, Africa must go through a bloody realization. You will shed blood in Africa for you to wake up completely because of the damage that has been done to you. You don't know your history besides the one that has been taught to you. I'm speaking to every African now. You do not know your history beside the one that has been taught to you. And if I ask how far back you know your history, you will be citing the colonial era. You must be aware, especially in Nigeria, that you never achieved independence. People left and employed people like you and I to continue to manage their slave empire, which I've been speaking about since. You've not asked yourself, as a Nigerian, how you have ambassadors of different African countries compressed into one country and called Nigeria. Because the Igbo man is an Igbo nation. The Tiv man is a Tiv nation. Add all tribes. They are all representatives of different nations. And you have people so different across different ethnic lines, and then compressed and called one people. And you've not asked, where do we come from in the first place? And how is it that we ran away from where we were to come here and arrive here? That's when you know how strategic enslavement was. That's how you know how the strategy of enslaving your kind and your forefathers was put in place. Now you are promoting a propaganda. You do not know that there are several individuals that when they want to make a government look inadequate, they will cite crimes in different places to disturb the political landscape of a particular nation. That happened in Nigeria. Severally, Boko Haram, all those things. Even the one that happened to Goodluck Jonathan, all the threats. Right now, what is the propaganda happening across Africa? What's happening in Kenya? Now is GMO.
I just love this lady. Like, this lady, she is a well-respected lady. You wouldn't see her in any way, in any battle, any basbos, or any misunderstanding. She is a very, very well-respected lady. And for the fact that she came out to say such thing about Ghana, she addressed it. Even the Foreign Affairs Minister went further to tell Ghanaians that we have over, I don't know if he said 5,000. I might not really be sure of the number. I played the video. I'm trying to remember what he said. But you're going to hear it, of Ghanaians living in Nigeria. So if you think that we don't want Nigerians anymore in our country, which way? This is to show you guys that the world is watching. This is to show you guys even our own Nigerians has actually took it upon themselves to address it. Otherwise, why would Bianca come to Ghana to address the issue of the just concluded protest? What does this left you guys to? It shows that the government has heard us. The government is going to work. You know, they're going to put in the resources together to make sure that Ghana is safe. Ghana will continue to be safe. I think it's the work of the Foreign Affairs Minister to address Ghanaians. That was why he called the Igbo king, you know, where the Igbo king publicly apologized to Ghanaians that he's no longer the king, he's no longer the chief. In short, I think he's just the leader. Right? So this is to show you, I don't know. I know that people are still expecting the presence of Ghana. I saw a video made by Devlin Report where he said, I really love this guy. He speaks nothing but facts. He went further to tell Ghanaians that the Ghanaians are still waiting for the government to address them. But coming from the Foreign Affairs Minister collaborating with the Nigerian State Foreign Affairs Minister Bianca Ojukwu, I just believe that this is the collaboration we need. And I kind of feel like right now, probably it has been addressed. So to my fellow Ghanaians, not fellow Ghanaians, even though I know my part of me is a Ghanaian, right? Please, you guys should tone it down. Let us know that I believe that the government, their eyes are open. When I made a video on the protest, a lot of Ghanaians were saying that they don't just, that the protest is to the government. You know, even though the agenda is that they don't want Nigerians anymore, but they're channeling the protest to the government. I don't know if that makes sense. So it has absolutely nothing to do with what people feels like, Nigerians feeling like, even though, yes, they don't want Nigerians, everything is just for Nigerians to change, basically. Everything, the point of the whole thing that is currently trending is because they want Nigerians to change. And then hearing it from Ojukwu, Bianca, oh God, I felt really, really glad. You could even see that she already knew that we have banter jollof rice. See, yeah, social media is broad. I want you guys to know that social media is very broad. She even know that we always bantering Ghana jollof and Nigerian jollof. This is why we make content now. And people come and tell me, stop talking about Ghana. Just stop talking about Ghana. You can never be one of us. If Bianca Ojukwu is talking about Ghana, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Omoba. I love the videos, guys. I just love when there is unity, love, collaboration, togetherness, and what more can we ask for? Even though I'm sweating, I'm excited. When I saw that video, I was like, yes, this is the content we signed for, and I could not wait to share. I'm going to quickly, hurriedly edit this video, gather a lot of videos, teachings, people's reactions, and of course, I'm going to show you guys to see how people genuinely feels about everything Bianca Ojukwu said about the motherland Ghana. I'm going to rest it here. Thank you guys so much for watching up until now. I hope if you're Ghanaian watching, I hope you're already toned down. I hope you're no longer very aggressive or very angry. Tone down your rage, and I hope that the government has heard both Nigerians and Ghanaians. The collaboration we've been asking for, the both foreign affairs ministers has actually met together, and I believe that peace on the long run will definitely proceed or prevail, if that makes sense. So if you're also a Nigerian living in Ghana and you engage in such crime, please turn it down too and know that this country, what they're asking for is that they want to save their country from the people, notorious people like you, if you're bad. Then if you are good, keep on doing the good work, keep on being you, keep on promoting the country Ghana amicably. I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching until now. Let me know what you think in the comments. If this is your first time coming across my sweaty face, my name is Uju. You are welcome to Uncut with Uju. Don't make sure you subscribe. I'm going to see you guys in my next one.